About to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
How to help women who think they need a man.
Hey beautiful people, how you are doing today? It's your girl Destiny here and welcome back to my channel. How you are doing? Hope you guys are doing great. So today's video I'm just like, okay, you guys need to watch this video. So this video is a video of a woman who came on the internet to talk about how women should stop saying that they are independent, they don't need a man, that women need men, that we women are the ones that make men feel not enough to be there, and that is why men are not trying. Literally, I just summarized all that for you guys, okay? Let's go hear what this woman have to say, because you guys know how we roll here, but let's go hear what this woman have to say, and then we'll come back and talk.
About to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do. Men and women were created to need each other. I was talking to a guy friend this morning, and he was saying that the reason why a lot of men don't try anymore is because they've been made to feel irrelevant in women's lives. Men were created to take care of women. They were created to be providers. They were created to want to protect. And we as women have slowly taken that away from them. We have emasculated them. Now, I'm not saying that that's an excuse for how some of these men act these days, because it's not. But yeah, let a man be a man. We know that you can do it all. Doesn't mean that you should have to.
Let me know what you think about what she said down in the comment section. Love to know what you think about this conversation. So go down in the comment section and share your thoughts, okay? You guys know how we do it here. This got a lot of people talking. A lot of people are reacting to this statement of women are the ones not allowing men to be men, because, like, I have a lot to say about this. But let's go hear other people's thoughts on this. Then I will come back and share my own thoughts. So you go share your own thoughts now, okay?
About to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
I think you're confusing want and need. Do I want my husband? Absolutely, I do. I love my husband very much, and he's amazing. But I also know that, he still subscribes to most traditional gender roles. So I do most of everything by myself. And he's pretty progressive. He does help out a lot, but I still handle the majority of the raising, the cleaning, the household stuff, along with having like a full-time job and a part-time job. This is why men don't want to try as hard anymore, because we're willing to do all that and handle our shit and not try to deal with a man who wants to put in the bare minimum, because those are the men you're talking about. They want to put in the bare minimum because they want a woman who is like helpless, not independent, not challenging, not difficult, whatever, because that's easier for them. So no, we don't want or need those men, because we don't need anybody coming to us putting in the bare minimum of effort.
About to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
So she said what she said, and then I started thinking. I kind of want to add on to this, but from a biblical perspective. Something to think about. So in the beginning, God, right? He created the whole world. He spoke all these little things into existence, including the platypus, which I don't understand. Day 6, when it came time to create us, he didn't speak to the void. He spoke to himself. Let us create man in our image, after our likeness. So instead of really speaking, he got to work. Probably the first real example of actions speak louder than words. He dug his hands in, molded a human being, breathed, and then Adam exists. Then he let Adam wander alone to name all the things. The thing is, we don't know how long he left Adam alone. We just know that Adam was by himself for a time until God said, "It is not good for man to be alone." He knew when he left Adam alone that Adam wouldn't do well alone, but he left Adam alone anyway, and I think that's so that we could really understand the intricate way in which he designed us. We were not designed to be alone. He could have created Eve when he created Adam, but he didn't. He left Adam alone, and I think that was more so for us. Millennia down the line, when we're trying to do life by ourselves and we're miserable trying to figure out why, we could reference back to the original design. Sometimes God does things just because he can, and other times he does things in such a way so that we can understand. And I honestly think the way man was created is one of those things. So we know from the word of God that we as human beings were not designed to be by ourselves, to do life by ourselves. We are designed for companionship, but not just any kind of companionship. Adam he created from the dirt, but he didn't create Eve from the dirt. He put Adam to sleep and then snatched one of his ribs. Which makes a whole lot of sense now that I think about it. So I like to go to Smoothie King, right? And I always get a 40-ounce Angel Food Slim. Let's say I'm with somebody and they're like, oh my gosh, can I share your smoothie with you? And I reluctantly say yes because I don't share food. So I go up to the counter and I say, you know what? I want a 40-ounce Angel Food Slim like I always get. However, we're sharing. So they have options. They can either try to sell me another 40-ounce Angel Food Slim, more work on their part, or they can take that 40-ounce Angel Food Slim and split it into two 20-ounce cups. I think that's kind of what God did with Adam and Eve. Instead of creating a whole new human being from the dirt, separate from Adam, he took a piece of Adam and created Eve from that, and then gave that piece back to him. While God can and does do things just because he can, he doesn't do anything without purpose. And we as women were designed with purpose. This is what's crazy to me. This is what amazes me. Again, he could have easily gone back to the dirt and created a whole new human being completely separate from Adam, but he didn't. He took a piece of Adam, and not just any piece, but a rib, the piece of the body that protects the heart and the lungs, these two organs that keep us alive. He took that piece and he created a woman and then gave it back to him and said, flesh of your flesh, you can't do this without her. A lot of women want to scoff at the word helpmate, but there's power in that position. I think the central message is kind of timeless, and we all feel it at some point. You can rule the world, you can do big things, and you can even do it alone, but not for very long.
Quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
Y'all, this queen is 100% correct. I don't know what's up with this super proud generation. Oh, I don't need a man. I don't need nobody. But be doing all by themselves and crying behind closed doors. Not all women, but some. But it's no need to put up a facade. Go heal so you can love and receive love the way that you deserve. Like, it's nothing wrong with that. That's not no pick-me talk. That's grown woman healed and mature talk. Because see me, I need a man. I need some meat. I need some love because your girl, she being heat. All right? Snap, snap, snap. Okay, what's wrong with that? What is wrong with letting a man love you and protect you? Because I want to be protected. I'm going to call my boo daddy. Somebody looking at me, come get me. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Heal up so that pride can be gone, because pride goes before a fall. A lot of women wonder why they fall on their face all the time. It's okay to have a help me. Let somebody love you and help you so you don't have to do it by yourself. But if this don't apply to you, let it fly. But if it do, go heal, baby.
This is about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
There is a book called What Your Husband Isn't Telling You. It is biblical based. I'm going to tell you about it. Well, like, not the whole thing, just the gist. So men have these two voices in their heads, protector and provider. Everything that they do, every decision that they make with you, with work, with their kids, all of it is because of these two driving voices. Now, if they have an underdeveloped sense of either, it's because something happened to them as a child. It told me why men look at other women. And it made sense. It was like, I'm not going to tell you the whole thing, but it was like, you know, they only look at fertile women because provider is screaming in their head that they need to mate. That's why they only look at women between 18 and 45 or whatever. They don't look at 80-year-old women. It talks about how the feminism movement really crushed men's egos and how they've been messed up since. And it also talks about how there are things you should never do, like criticize them in front of their friends, tease them about shortcomings. It's all biblical based. I really learned a lot about my husband, and, I will never make him feel unneeded. And if you're a woman that's doing that, don't do that. Why would you do that? We need men. I love my husband. Okay. Anyway, What Your Husband Isn't Telling You. Get it on Audible for 1 credit. Super easy. And yes, I'm plugging it, and no, I'm not getting anything for this. All right, God bless. Oh, and if you aren't married, get it anyway. I recommended it to single girlfriends, and it really kind of lined them up to know how to properly handle a man, even when they were just dating. Okay, I'm done now. Good night.
This is about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
Ugh, I hate pick-me's. How are you, opposed to your own cause? But first, let's talk about this beat, honey. It's gonna look good. And look at my glasses. Baby, I am living my best fairy life. But let me tell you this. I don't need a man. I really don't. I will be fine without one. I'm not gonna die. And, and, sex with men is, subpar anyway. Let's be honest. So, do we really need them? No. But I have sons, right? So, I need them because I like them. But I'm just saying, Honey, just because you need a man to feel whole and to feel like you have some sort of purpose in life doesn't mean that the rest of us do. Honestly, we're pretty happy on our own.
I'm about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
Oh, hell yeah, we need the men. Who the hell else are we going to sacrifice to the aliens when they come if we get rid of all the men?
I'm about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
You just said something that pissed us all off. Wait a minute, these aren't my glasses. And they're not clean because that's my bonnet. I just was trying to draw emphasis like you did. The reality is, we do need men, right? So we make enough money to afford their services. But what do you say to the women that are taking out their own trash, getting their own cars fixed, etc.? The ones that are surviving, not because we don't want men, but because there hasn't been a good one around that carries their own weight. And why is it that still till this very day, women are being held responsible for how masculine men feel, when the reason why men feel emasculated is because we won't let them safely rest their feet on our necks? It doesn't seem like this masculinity issue is a woman problem. It seems like men need more men, not us. We're doing just fine without them. But you can have as many as you like. And you can make them feel as adequate as you need by reducing yourself to whatever it is that you need to so that they can feel like that. Have a good day. Or don't.
I'm about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
Big surprise here. This is not gonna go the way she thought it was. I mean, I guess I'm not pissed. That's an extreme reaction. I have more control over my emotions than that. But the deed is in my name. The title to the whip is in my name. The 401k, the credit score, the paychecks, all belong to me. The raising of the children, me. The college degree, did that on my own. So what is it that I need them for again? I mean, like, maybe it's okay to have them exist, but like, I don't need one.
I'm about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
I mean, in some respects, she is right, but not in the damsel in distress, pick me sense that she's proclaiming. Because needing a man in your life does not necessarily mean you need a husband or a partner or a spouse or what the fuck ever. My father, I needed him. He's a man. My brother, I needed him. He's a man. My best friend's a dude. I need him to this day. And none of these men want to marry me in order to be in my life and help me. So yes, you may need a man in your life, but not in a sexual context. Because if that's all what it is, then that's not the type of man you need. Anyways, I just really want to be a food content creator. Look at today's lunch.
I'm about to piss a lot of women off, but quit saying you don't need a man. Because you do.
This is why a lot of cis heterosexual women, more so white women, should not be talking about womanhood because their womanhood relies or needs men. Like, the reason you are a woman is to be with a man. Like, your womanhood is not removed from men, it is linked to men. And this is why white women will never lead any conversation because of white womanhood. And this is why I hate it when cis heterosexual women think they can have deeper conversations about womanhood, because this is how y'all think. Everything has to censor a man. Like, not all women like men. Some women are aromantic. Some women are lesbians. Like, because you only think that womanhood censors men, this is why you say this. And this is why I really don't like having conversation with straight women, because I'm not saying it's a white woman problem, because there are black women who think like this because of, white supremacy and indoctrination of religion in Africa and how, we are taught to think like them. But this is why you should not be having conversations about womanhood with cis heterosexual white women, because your womanhood relies, censors, depends on the existence of men. When you don't have a man, you are in panic because you don't know why you are a woman, what womanhood is without men.
Okay, okay. Please go down in the comment section and share your thoughts. Love to know what you think about this. Are you team a woman needs a man, or are you team like, no, we're fine without men? Go down in the comment section and share your thoughts, but please, please, please keep it respectful like we do here. We're always very respectful. We're allowed to disagree, but we'll do it in a respectful way. You don't have to insult anybody or call each other's names for you to pass home your point. So let's be respectful down in the comment section, but I need to know your take on this. So feel free to do that, okay? But here's my own thoughts on this. Like, I totally agree with the first woman. I feel like she was one that almost in my alignment with the way I think and where I see this discussion. I feel as women, do we need a man? No. Do we want a man? Yes. Because I feel like when you need something, it's like almost like a life and death situation. Like, you need to have it. But clearly, okay, this is it. Why are women trying now to desensitize men? It's because, like she said, men are supposed to be providers, protectors. These men are no longer protecting us. They're no longer protecting us. And it's not as if we women, we don't want to be provided for or protected. But these men we have in our lives, in the society now, are not willing to do those things. And now women are like, you know what, then I'm going to do it for myself. I'm going to protect myself. And the woman is like, what do you really bring to the table? If you're not providing for me, you're not protecting me, and I'm doing that for myself, I could as well be by myself. And now it's almost like she's flipping it back to say, okay, now it's a woman's fault for standing for herself. I have not seen any woman that is able to find a man that protects and provides for her, and she said, no, I don't want to be with that man. So for her to say that now it's not a woman's problem, I totally disagree. Like, I don't think it's a woman's problem. If men step up to the plate, women will go into their feminine energy. It's because, especially in the black community, especially as black women, we get into the masculine energy, and that's because we've seen it. We've seen how our mothers were treated by our fathers, how our aunts were treated by our uncle, and we don't want that same cycle to happen again. And now we're breaking free and standing and saying, no, we're going to protect ourselves, we're going to provide for ourselves so that no man treats us like that. So it's not our fault. If a man wants to be a provider and a protector, he should step up to the plate and prove that he is that, and then we women will allow them to be a man. And then maybe then we need them. But if they are not willing to do that and give the bare minimum and think that was just going to like, oh, and do kumbaya and still give them all the benefit of being a woman and give it to them, but they will not give us the benefit of providing and protecting us, but yet we do that ourselves and still, no, we're not going to do that. Do I have a husband? Do I have a man? Yes. But I want a man that will provide and protect me. It is what it is. If you're not going to provide and protect me, what do I really need you for? You get what I'm saying? I don't know if like anybody's on my own boat, but please go down in the comment section. I'd love to know what you think about this conversation down in the comment section. So feel free to share your opinion. Okay. Anyway guys, that's about it for this video. So feel free, like I said, go share your opinion. Love to read from you guys as always. Like, I love reading you guys comment down in the comment section. So go ahead and leave your comment. Share this video with somebody that you want to be part of the conversation, because that's what we do here. We have banging conversation. So go ahead and share this video with somebody, okay? With that all said guys, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Smash the like button, because this helps YouTube to push out my content, and that will be you supporting your girl. You can also join the membership if you want to support the girl, and that costs $5, so we can do that, okay? With that all said guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I will see you guys in my next video.